I'm in Thailand. I decided that I needed to get away after such a crazy year, what was 2024. I needed to get somewhere where there was peace, tranquility, and also be by the sea. Last year I was in Rio de Janeiro and I spent New Year's Eve in Brazil.
We're in Brazil, living life, having fun, baby. Let's go, baby. Happy New Year!
New Year's abroad is always a good time, and I said to myself, I would never ever be in the UK in that period ever again. So this year, on the 26th of December 2024, I flew out to Thailand to give myself a break and also have what I call a think week. Let me tell you what's involved. Think week is basically when I get away from the hustle and bustle and having such a productive yet stressful at times a year to allow myself to plan, reflect for 2025. I'm reflecting on how good things have been, where I could have been better, and also planning for the best goals of 2025. I'm trying to be the best person I can. I believe there's a lot of things that I could have done better. I'm also very proud of a lot of things I did this year. So a think week is the perfect thing for me to go away and reflect on various different aspects. I want to quickly show you where I am, and I'll also show you the beauty of the resort that I'm staying on. Thailand is one of them places that is cheap, it's tropical, it's by the ocean most times depending on where you are. I love a palm tree. This is one end of the resort. So I'm currently on an island called Koh Phangan. Many of you will know it for the full moon party, but what you don't know is that outside of the 2-3 days the full moon party happens, the island is completely peaceful. Prices on the island really go up when people are staying. However, when no one's really here, the island is a gem. I've been moving around from Bangkok to Phuket, then I came to Koh Phangan for New Year's Eve. I was gonna move to Krabi, Koh Samui, Koh Tao, all that kind of stuff, but I realized, why am I moving when I came out here looking for tranquility? And I think I found it in Koh Phangan. Let me show you my accommodation. So when I first arrived, I was staying in one of these bungalows. Pretty simple, but does what it needs to. It has a bed, a bathroom, an ensuite, AC, and that's pretty much it. But what you're paying for is often the amazing views you get with these properties. So I was staying first off in this bungalow here, 108, which I can say was amazing, but I'll come out of my door and be greeted by this. I often sat on this bench, woke up and meditated, and looked out onto this beach. I don't know about you and where you're waking up, but I could get used to this. I genuinely feel so much at peace being by the sea, and I realized it on my last trip when I was in Brazil last year. But this trip, I realized I need to be by the water. And it sounds weird, it sounds a bit stupid. We don't get these in cities, in the built up concrete jungles that we're in. And sometimes we just need to be by the sea, and that will allow us to rest, take our time and move forward. 2024 for me was a very impactful year. I did my first BRRR, buy, refurbish, rent, refinance HMO project in Manchester. Successfully completed a project, got a higher valuation than I expected, and also was able to raise 100k in private equity finance and pay every single one of my investors off on time, in line with the terms in the contract. That alone for me was a massive win, because it allowed me to see that the formula, the process, whatever I've been planning, whatever I've been working towards actually worked. And now it was just a process of rinse and repeat. Another major thing is I left a career that was taxing, that was stressing me out. I went back to the world of construction. I realized that as a project manager, that's where my skill set lies. I also moved to Manchester in 2024. A lot of you may not know that, but I realized I need to be closer to my projects in order to be better at managing houses, all that kind of stuff. I also found that I love the Manchester city. Whilst it is very similar to London, it allowed me to kind of have a smaller town that I was able to live in and operate from. Moving to a new city at my age, having no friends there, was a big challenge, but one I was definitely up for. And so far it's been amazing. I've made some great connections. I am continuing to put myself out of my comfort zone, and I'm only looking forward to what 2025 can bring. So after leaving 108 in these bungalows, I realized I can get something a little bit cheaper with a bit more of a homely feel. So what I did is I inquired with a guy staying in the hotel to see if he knew any other accommodation, and he recommended me some bungalows which were sat across the way. Taking you to it now. As you can see, I'm barefoot because that's what happens when you're in this side of the world. Love it. Just across the way, staying at a place called Light Inn. Like I said, very basic, nothing crazy, but they look like this. Cute little wooden huts, 1 bedroom, double bed, ensuite, hammock. What more could you ask for? You've got more modern apartments like this directly next door, but honestly, this is all I needed. So I'm currently staying in 105. I met a guy named Frank who introduced me to this place. He's staying in number 6. Let me give you a quick tour. So steps, we've got a hammock. I've been doing a lot of work and reading here. Literally wooden hut. I need to duck my head under this because it's crazy. And this is my bedroom. So you've got a wooden base, soft mattress, a fan, and you've got a bathroom in here, which again, nothing crazy, but does exactly what it needs to. And for the last 4 or 5 days, I've been positioned in here working on myself. I'm starting off reviewing all the positives that happen and the negatives of every single month last year. Also, the things I set as goals and why did I not achieve them, because I don't want to make the same mistakes this year and want to ensure that 2025 is a better year and I'm just picking up on where I left off. Some people say new year, new me. I'm of the understanding that it's actually be new year, same you, but you just continue on the journey that you're on. For myself, I'm still having the goals that I set from last year, but before I add them and put them into 2025, I'm understanding why was my goal in the first place and is it still relevant to what I'm trying to achieve. Also, I've understood what are my pillars in life and what things are causing me distractions, because the big thing for me is my discipline needs to be 10 out of 10. I need to know someone's invited me to this place, however I've got plans tomorrow, which means if I go there, I'm going to come home late, I'm going to sleep late, it's going to affect me tomorrow, etc, etc, etc. I'm following and chasing 3 F's: fun, fulfillment, and freedom. Those are what's going to be my vision board, and I'm just planning and processing for 2025 because I landed back in the UK on the 11th of January. It's actually my birthday on the 8th. That way I'm going to come back and feel ready to go. Once I've set my goals, I'm going to then break each goal down into actionable steps. The actionable steps are then going to be targeted per quarter. For example, say I wanted to have the goal of buying 3 houses this year. I'm going to break down steps towards that. So in Q1 I might view 10 properties. It allows me to break the big goal down into quarters, January to March, Q1. What can I do in this quarter towards the goal? I found that helped me a lot in 2024. That way I'm able to be better at working towards my goals. If there's one thing that 2024 has taught me, it's simply that no one's coming to help you. If you want something in life, you literally have to get up, put your plan in action, and get to doing it. No one's coming to help you. No one cares about your goals. It's only you that cares about your goals. But also, when you achieve your goals, that's when people start caring. There's a famous saying from a rap artist in the UK called Koh Phangan, and it goes like this: nobody cares till everybody does. On that note, I'm going to end this video here because I've got goals to reach, and I hope that this video has inspired you to reflect on your 2024 and plan for an amazing 2025. There's nothing wrong with reflecting on things you haven't achieved and being able to look forward and see how you can make minor amendments to achieve your goals. Thank you for watching. If you got this far, I'll speak to you in the next one.